It's strange, the way a single text message can shatter whatever peace you were clinging to. Wednesday, 2:13 p.m. My phone buzzes. Mom and the family are coming over tonight. Should be fun. No question, no warning, not even a smiley face. Just the unspoken command. Get ready, Maddie. It's showtime. Again. I stood there in the kitchen, letting the words sink in. The house was a mess. The sink was overflowing. The fridge a sad graveyard of leftovers and half-empty cartons. I'd been pulling double shifts at the marketing agency for weeks, covering for a coworker out on maternity leave, fighting off the exhaustion that comes from never, ever being off the clock. But Jack, my husband, he just floated through life, always sure someone would clean up his mess. He's a likable guy, my Jack. People say he's the life of the party. At work, he's a project manager, but at home, he's the guy who invites his mom, Darlene, his sisters, Megan and Haley, their husbands, a parade of nieces and nephews, sometimes even random cousins I can't name, without ever checking if I had plans, or energy, or, food. That first time, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. "Oh, babe, sorry. I must have forgotten to tell you. It'll just be a quick dinner." I scrambled, heart pounding, to whip up something that looked presentable, a sad charcuterie board from whatever I could find, half a box of crackers, 2 slices of ham. They stayed for 5 hours. Darlene complained about the salt. Megan asked if I ever cook anything from scratch, and Haley made sure to ask, loud enough for everyone to hear, if we were ever going to give Jack's parents some grandkids. I wanted to scream, but instead, I smiled. When the last car pulled out of the driveway, I found Jack sprawled on the couch, scrolling through his phone, a big, lazy grin on his face. "See, babe? Not so bad. You're a natural at this stuff." Natural at what, exactly? Being invisible? Being the unpaid help in my own life? The thing is, it didn't stop. Not even close. Every 2 weeks, like clockwork, another pop-in, another surprise dinner, another tornado of family noise. Sometimes Jack gave me 3 hours' notice. Most times, less. I'd leave meetings early, sprint through the store, stack up groceries on my personal credit card, because we were already fighting about money, but God forbid his family go without appetizers. Did Jack care? He'd just wink, say, "Don't stress. They love you." And he'd spend the whole night charming his family, laughing at Darlene's stories, letting his sisters make themselves at home in our kitchen, never once thinking to fill the dishwasher or offer to help. The part that killed me most? Nobody ever really talked to me. I was background noise. Darlene never called me Maddie, just she or the wife. Megan and Haley whispered to each other, sometimes not even bothering to hide their eye rolls. Once, Megan's oldest actually asked if I was the maid, right in front of everyone. Jack laughed. "Maddie doesn't mind. She's cool like that." He was wrong. I started keeping a notebook, a sad little tally of every surprise dinner, every insult, every dollar I spent, every hour lost. Entry number 5, bought groceries for 10. Jack forgot to tell me his cousin's vegan now. Entry number 9, Darlene said, "Well, this is edible." Entry number 14, Megan asked if I was ever going to give up that silly job and start a family. Entry number 18, spent $72 on wine. Jack said I should have shopped smarter. Entry number 21, cried in the bathroom. Nobody noticed. It got to the point where my chest would tighten every time my phone buzzed after noon, because I knew what was coming. And the more I tried to explain, to ask Jack to warn me, to help me, to just see me, the more he brushed me off. "Babe, it's not a big deal. It's just family." Or, "You're being dramatic. everyone has to deal with in-laws. Or my personal favorite, I work hard all week. Can't we just relax on the weekends? Relax? For who? Because for me, weekends became battlegrounds. Perform or be judged, host or be shamed. Even my own job became a punchline. "Oh, Maddie just plays with pictures on the computer," Megan once said, cackling. "So creative." I laughed along, but inside, I was screaming. I tried everything. I tried being direct. "Jack, I need you to stand up for me. Just once." He'd hug me, distracted, and say, "I do, babe. You're amazing." I tried being subtle, leaving out takeout menus, letting the house be messy on purpose. Didn't matter. They'd show up, judge me, and I'd end up cleaning until 2 a.m. anyway. There was one night. I remember every second. It was Jack's birthday. I'd been saving for weeks, hoping to surprise him with a weekend getaway, but he blindsided me with another family dinner. No warning. I cried in the shower, wiped my face, put on a smile, cooked for 13 p.m. Darlene found the hotel confirmation in the trash later. She smiled. "Maybe next year, sweetie." By the time I reached 27 entries in my notebook, I realized this wasn't just a pattern. It was my life, a loop of exhaustion, humiliation, and pretending. The money was tight. Jack wanted to upgrade his truck, said I was too uptight about bills. I pointed at my spreadsheet, $2,200 on groceries and wine, half of it for dinners I never wanted. He rolled his eyes. "Babe, family is everything. Stop nickel and diming the people who raised me." I wanted to scream, "Who's raising me?" And then, Wednesday, that text. I looked at my phone, and for once I didn't cry. Didn't call my mom. Didn't even argue. I walked upstairs, packed my bag. Just the essentials. Phone charger, a clean shirt, my notebook, my toothbrush. Paused at the mirror. Who was this woman? Exhausted, yes, but done. I didn't leave a note. Didn't slam the door. Didn't even lock it. I just left. I drove to a bed and breakfast off Highway 4, checked in, ordered takeout, and sat by the window, staring out at a field of wildflowers. I ate my burger, hot, greasy, perfect, and didn't have to share it or apologize for it. At 5:04, my phone started buzzing. First Jack, then Megan, then Darlene. "Where are you? Are you picking up dessert? They'll be here in an hour," no one said. "Are you okay?" I turned my phone face down, let them figure it out. That night, for the first time in forever, I didn't fall asleep in tears or anxiety. I just existed. Jack's last message that night. "I can't do this alone." And I almost laughed out loud, because, newsflash, I'd been doing it alone for 2 years. I stayed away for the weekend, walked the trails behind the inn, read a book cover to cover, called my mom, told her the truth about the notebook, the money, the humiliation. She listened, didn't judge, just said, "Maddie, you didn't leave your marriage. You left the version of yourself who thought she had to carry it all. That's not the same thing." I cried then, but it wasn't sadness. It was relief. Jack sent flowers to the inn. Wrong room, wrong name on the card. Called, texted, called again. The messages changed. From annoyed, "Why are you doing this?" to panicked, "Your mom called me, are you safe?" to almost tender, "Come home, just us. No family, I promise." Friday night, I got a photo. A dinner table set for 2. Candles, wine, even a salad. Jack must have Googled it. No guests, no chaos. Just the words, "Please, I want to talk." I sat on the edge of the bed with my phone and my car keys, heart pounding. Did I want to go back? Would anything really change? Would he ever see me, really see me, Or was I just an accessory to his idea of family? I didn't answer. Not that night. Not for a while. Because for once, the silence was mine. The space was mine. And maybe, for the first time in years, I was finally choosing myself. "So, would you?"